Okay, in this video we're going to look at some questions from Unit 4. Possibly it might have been in Unit 3, depending on which semester you covered the material in, first semester or second semester. So, the 47 says imaginary number I can also be written as what value? So we're just asking, what does I equal? And recall that I is equal to the square root of -1. And the purpose of I is to allow us to take square roots of negative numbers. Okay. So now, so 47, you just have to be able to remember that I is equal to the square root of -1. On 48, we're adding complex numbers. So here, remember, because we're adding, we have no FOIL. We're just going to add like terms. So the 5 can get added to the 3, and the -2i can get added to the positive 5i. So 5 plus 3 is 8. -2i plus positive 5i gets you positive 3i. Okay. Okay. On 49, we're multiplying and then simplifying. So here, because we're multiplying, we're going to need to do FOIL. Okay, first, outer, inner, last. So 3 times 4 is 12. And then the 3 gets multiplied by the -5i, which is -15i. And then the inners, -2i times 4, which is -8i. And then the last terms, -2i and -5i is positive 10i squared. Okay, and now here, we have this I squared. And remember that I squared equals -1. Very important that you understand that I squared equals -1, because what we're going to do is we're going to replace this with a -1. So, starting to combine up like terms, this is 12. These i's combined together get you -23i. But then this is plus 10 times -1. So now this 12 can combine with this 10 times -1, which is actually -10. So this is -10. That's -10. Combined with the 12, which gets you a 2 minus 23i. Okay? And then that's simplified. Okay? And then number 50 gives you what would have been a possible answer from a quadratic formula that has a negative square root, so you'd like to get that negative out of that square root. So remember, the negative is going to come out as an I, but then you're going to need to simplify the square root of 8, which has a perfect square factor of 4 times 2. So this is going to be 4 plus or minus. The square root of 4 comes out as a 2. The negative comes out as an I. And then you're left with the square root of 2. And that's all over 6. But then remember, the 4, the 2i, and the 6 have a common factor of 2. So your final answer here is 2 plus or minus I square root of 2 over 3. Okay. So there is a review of complex numbers or imaginary numbers.